Hey, and welcome. We are three families who come together to help each other grow in our faith, family, homesteading, and whatever else life throws our way. Join us on this journey as we sow and grow together. It took three families 3 hours to get 24 pounds of good, clean grapes.
So I bet everybody's walking.
Now come around.
You want down? Okay, we'll get you down.
Look, these are good. Look, these are good. Try them.
Now, we didn't have grapevines ourselves, but a friend of a friend had way more grapes than she knew what to do with and didn't want them to go to waste. So she connected us with her friend, who was glad to let us come and pick all that we could carry home. Under here to catch it.
That was the wrong big one. This one. I get thousands of grapes. I only got 3. That's a bucket.
Now, we do have some grapevines here at our house. They're brand new. We got 3 grapes. We ate them. It was delicious. But we weren't going to make a whole lot with what we have. So it's really handy when someone else has things and they just want them to go to a good home. This happened also with some apples and pears. My dad's neighbor has an apple tree and just didn't have time to do anything with a lot of the apples, so we were able to get some of those as well. So if you are in a spot where you don't have things available in your own home or at your own, you don't have your own land or anything like that, you might keep your ears open, ask around. There may be someone willing to share. Maybe just make sure to give them something you made with their stuff, like grape jelly. A few things we wish we would have thought of ahead of time. We thought we'd be just up here picking grapes. We brought some containers to put them in, but man, they just were so ripe and ready to be picked. Every time we bumped the branches, more grapes fell on the ground. So we wish we had brought more tarps and maybe something to cut the grapes with. That would have been good. We were not thinking ahead.
More grapes! Raining? Mom, it's raining grapes over here.
It is.
And I have to, Mom, and one splatted on my knee and it made a whole pile of grape juice.
Yeah. Look, see stuff like that? I'm not going to slow down to sort it. I'm just going to.
Ew, is this one still good?
If you're not sure, just throw it in. We'll sort it later. We made it work. Everyone had some blankets in their cars and we laid them down and were able to catch the ones that dropped that were still ripe. So that was especially helpful with the kids that couldn't all be up on the ladder, or couldn't reach with even the ladder. So they were able to just pick through what fell onto the blankets and get it in the buckets. We are all wishing that it really went as fast as these time-lapse videos show. It was actually long and arduous. It took a couple hours just for this process, but wow, many hands make light work. This would have taken just a few of us, maybe if there was only one family or a couple people. So long to do. We really truly consider ourselves blessed that when something like this pops up and there's an opportunity, we can just call on our friends and everybody pitches in, or this would have taken so long. Next came the task of sorting grapes and cleaning them. So we sorted out anything that was still green or anything that was dried up and unusable. The chickens had a feast today. We're very careful that only the chickens get the grapes. Grapes can be really bad for dogs, so we made sure that any bad grapes ended up where only the chickens could reach them.
That's why she sticks them in the water.
What's wrong, Mina? Mama, you know I'm just gonna grab out all the good ones and then put all the rest in the bag.
Yeah.
This is taking.
I'm almost finished.
Now I'm not sure the exact protocol here when it comes to washing grapes, but I just rinsed them in some warm water, took one handful at a time, rinsed them again individually by handful, and then put them in a colander to rinse a little bit more. So I figured by that point we've gotten most of the dirt and any bugs off of them. As I strained all the water out of each bowlful, I weighed the grapes that were clean and mostly dry, and then put them in these 2 big stock pots. When all was said and done, we had 24 pounds of clean grapes. So at this point, we added some water to each one and boiled them down a bit. This helped to release all of the juices, and even though we did add water, we boiled it down enough to minimize it being too watered down. And oh my goodness, these grapes are Concord grapes, and they were so packed full of flavor. The juice was incredible. The grapes were really good. They're very small, and they did have seeds in them, so not the best for snacking on in general maybe, but they made some really amazing juice. We let the grapes simmer on the stove for quite a while, an hour or two at least, and then kept mashing them with a potato masher as they were simmering, made sure that nothing was burning, and we were extracting as much juice as possible from all these grapes. I really wish you could smell this right now. It was heavenly. When the day was done and the kids were in bed, I uncovered the grape juice that had been cooling on the pots, and Tony and I began the process of straining the juice. Now, we didn't worry too much if some pulp got in it because we're making jelly, and it's okay if there's a little bit of pulp, but we were trying to remove most of the skin and the seeds. So we just used these stainless steel strainers. They are a fine wire mesh, so not a lot gets through them, but unfortunately that means it was a slow process. So we just kind of kept stirring the pulp around in the strainer to try to release any of the juice that we could. Now we wanted to be doubly sure we did not waste any juice, so we put all of that pulp into this is a cotton cloth, a clean cotton cloth in the colander in a bowl, and what you see there underneath of it is some really, really excellent juice with no pulp at all, and we saved that separately. We used this for drinking juice and the rest of it for jam. It was a long day full of lots of grapes, and we are going to put this stuff in the fridge and make jam another day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for joining us here at Sew and Grow Together.